Hi guys, it's Tiff Day and this is Closet Talks. Today, you are enough. Hey cutie heads, it's Tiff Day with Closet Talks here and I have the best guest. Okay, this is my friend, Mike Manfre. He does Evolve Culture and he is seriously one of the greatest human beings I have ever met. He changed
So
my
sweet.
life.
Sweet.
But you did. You
my
changed my
gosh.
life. I met him, gosh, how long has it been?
A year and a half. Probably,
a year and a half ago. And I was
April of last year. Yeah.
It was. I remember I was in a picture with my daughter Mary.
Yeah.
And I saw it and I was like, I look like I ate a hippo. And I was so sad and so upset. And I didn't even know where to go. So I started searching on social media and that's how I found you.
That's crazy. I thought we met from mutual friends. Wasn't like that.
I
was like a stranger to you.
You were a complete stranger. And I'm like, oh my
That's a big
gosh.
risk.
What do I do? I need help. I don't know how to get back on track. Okay, do I show him the picture?
Show him the picture, yeah.
You guys, get ready for this. This is me. This is when I met Mike, right here. This is me now. So when I met him, I was probably at the lowest of lows. I was unhappy. I was unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I was chubby. Should we say chubby?
We call them,
say?
there's a word I have for it. It's called scubby. Skinny chubby.
Oh.
Scubby.
I've never heard
There's
that.
tons of scubby people around.
I was scubby.
Yeah, scubby.
And
which is very unhealthy.
Yeah. So anyway, I met you and we just we clicked.
We did.
And it was
right
more
away.
than just give me my meal plan or tell me what to eat. We had this connection. I would go into his office and seriously, you kind of became my therapist too.
I call myself a nutritional therapist.
And he is. You seriously
I have a
are
couch,
amazing.
You sit on the couch, you just, it's great. So people tell me their problems. Yeah.
So he's amazing, you guys.
Losing weight's more than just physical.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that
for you is more mental
and
than
that
anything else.
is why I have you here today because I really want people to know how your nutrition plays into finding your inner peace, finding happiness, and finding balance in your life. So you got to tell us about you. Your life story is crazy. So will you just
Well, let's talk about your story first.
All right.
This is our first episode, right?
Yeah.
So let's introduce Tiffany because this is her podcast. So tell me about how you were feeling when we first met. What was going on in your life and what led you to hiring me and searching me out?
Okay, you guys.
I become the interview now. So I'm the interviewer.
See, how do you not love this guy? I'm obsessed. Okay. So I had gone through a really bad divorce. I also had tried some different dating. My kids were having a difficult time. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I felt like I was really lost. And I kind of let myself go physically and mentally, and I feel
you probably didn't notice during it, right?
I had no idea.
That you were...
I had no idea that I got scubby.
Sure. Scubby.
I had no idea that I was really unhappy. Mm-hmm. I had no idea that I needed help until I saw that picture, and I'm like, whoa, things need to change. And so,
Yeah, I have my clients take pictures of themselves because they really don't see until they actually see that photo. Because people that are overweight or they don't feel comfortable about themselves, they don't take photos of themselves. They haven't taken, So when you actually, I say, take a photo of yourself and look at that photo.
And how many times did you tell me to take a picture and I didn't?
Was that from the first time or was that after you lost some weight?
You made, this was probably 3 weeks in. And you seriously texted me at home and said, take a picture.
So that's not even the worst that you were.
No, I was worse than that.
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway,
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
So now you wish you would have taken that photo day one.
I do, because I was even more scubby.
Yeah, right.
It's so crazy.
You could be skinny and still unhealthy. People don't realize that.
Yeah, and I feel like the nutrition plays so much into your, just your mental and your confidence and just, there was no happiness. You kind of helped me find my confidence again and realize, holy crap, eating 6 meals a day. I feel like I'm in charge of myself. Yeah. I really started to build a relationship with myself that I like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And people don't realize that nutrition is so crucial for mental health, not just looking good, right? Because I can teach someone how to eat, but if their mental state's not fixed, they're going to go back to their old ways. So if I didn't teach you how to fix your mentality and your confidence, and you just lost weight, that wouldn't have not done you any good. right? So
No.
And so that's why it's so crucial to, when you're following a plan or trying to be in shape, you have to fix up here first than anything else. Because if this is not fixed, forget about it. It's not. It's it's like me fishing for you. The old saying of, if I don't teach you how to fish,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna be able to survive, right? So I have to teach you how to deal with yourself and how to eat properly and love yourself again. And it just comes week by week, right? It didn't happen overnight. So it's a process. That's what people don't understand. It's a journey.
And I remember going into your office so many times, I'm like, nothing happened. I don't feel different. Nothing's changed. And then you'd get the tape measure out and like inches would be gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
taking your body fat.
Yes.
Most people, all they have is a scale to use as their only gauge. Like, if it's not going down, if I step on the scale and it's the same, I must be a failure.
Yeah,
right? And that's not the case.
I have to say I'm not a fan of the scale.
No,
I became obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I was obsessed. And you're like, stop getting on the scale.
Most of my clients are women. You guys are all about the scale. Throw it out. It means nothing.
True.
Okay, no one knows your number. Right? You can actually lose weight and gain, or lose fat and gain muscle and stay the exact same weight. Right?
I'm proof.
That was you.
If
you're working out and you're putting in the work in the gym, you might gain some muscle and lose some fat, which will make your weight the same.
Yeah. It's just crazy how mental it
absolutely.
is.
It's all mental. Measurements, body fat testing, just seeing your clothes fit differently, just seeing pictures every week.
Mm-hmm.
Taking weekly pictures is super crucial.
So let's just say someone decides they want to do this, but they're a little bit nervous. What do you say to them to kind of give them that kickstart? And obviously patience, but do they come to you? Like, what do you say?
I mean, I'm the best there is in Utah, so...
This guy is the best. Let's just look at him. Wait a second. Look at him.
It's a small shirt.
All right.
It's a small shirt. So
yes.
It's an extra
Proof
small.
is right here, guys. Okay.
I am the #1 rated nutritionist in Utah currently right now. So I have more ratings on Google than any other nutritionist in the state. But it's because I've been doing this for so long. I've been doing this for 9 years.
Yeah,
right? So I kind of know what works. There's never one plan that fits everybody. Right, but I kind of have an understanding of what you should be eating. Most people are underfeeding. I just signed up a client yesterday. She was eating 4 Triscuits for her lunch. I was like, "That's all you're eating?" Like,
oh my gosh!
Like, I'm eating 4 crackers. How come I'm not losing weight? It's because you got to eat more to fuel your body, right? You have to eat to lose weight. So yeah, if you're sitting there saying, "I just want to be healthy," not only just with weight loss, just being healthy in general. If you're skinny, does not mean you're healthy.
True.
I have so many clients that are skinny, and I take their body fat, and they're like, "Wait, that's my body fat." It's so high. They don't realize how high it is. So yeah, if you're sitting there looking in the mirror and saying, I just want to be healthier, it all starts with having a coach, having a mentor, having someone to be held accountable to is huge, right? How'd that feel coming in every week to see me?
I knew I had to face you.
Yeah, accountability.
I knew you were going to take my body fat. I knew you were going to measure me. So you better believe I was on that plan and I stuck with it pretty good.
Exactly. So if you have someone to hold yourself accountable to, I call it holding your hand basically through the process, you're going to be so much more successful than trying to do it on your own. So many people think they can do it on their own and they can't. They just can't. Everyone needs a coach. I have a coach. I have a fitness coach. I have a book coach. I have a business coach. So I'm paying 3-4 different coaches right now that keep me in check. And then they have a coach and so on. So if you want to be successful in anything in life, have a coach, have a mentor, have someone that's going to hold you accountable. And that's kind of what I did with you, is kind of just keep you on track and talk you off that ledge. When you came in sometimes, you're like, oh, I'm giving up. The scale's not changing.
But I think that's where the difference is with him. You guys, honestly, I could go in and I could tell you anything. I don't know how many times I spent telling you my life problems. He can talk to you. He's not just a meathead. He's not just a pretty body or a pretty face. Like, he actually has brains up there. He has a personality. Like, he's become
a therapy session.
It's a therapy session, but he's a dear friend. Yeah. So honestly, everyone needs Mike Manfre in their life.
You said that in your testimonial video.
I did, you guys.
She made the best testimonial video for me. It was awesome.
It's on Evolve Culture, right?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, you have to watch it because
it's such a good video.
It was like, it came from my heart.
Yeah, it did.
Like, that wasn't scripted at all. I just came in and...
I just put a camera in front of your face and said, talk, and you did it.
And I did, and it's exactly how I feel about you.
Yeah,
so,
great.
Anyway.
You've changed your life. And you're continuing, because we're not really seeing each other anymore, and you're still continuing, the success.
Well, because you
just needed that push.
You gave me all the tools. Mm-hmm. You really helped me find my confidence. Yeah. You helped me find, I really learned how to become happy again with who I was, and it was just that consistency. It was like learning like that I could do it, and knowing that I had support. So and here I am, and you're on my podcast.
Isn't that great?
And I
Is
love
it episode 1 right now?
Oh
Is that what
my
we're doing?
gosh, you're my
episode 1.
He's my first guest, you guys, and
I feel so honored. Thank you.
Well, because you're number 1 on my list.
Oh,
everyone,
so cute.
Again, everyone, number 1. All right. Any fun facts for us about nutrition? Any fun facts about Mike Manfre?
Let's see. What's some fun facts about me? I'm pretty boring. I don't know.
Okay. I thought this was cool. You were a police officer.
I was for 7 years. When I was 21, I got on with the sheriff's office and started the police academy. And so I did that for about 7.5 years. Great job, great people I worked with. Not for me. Just was not for me. And I seen a lot of my friends that were doing it for 20 years, and they were just not happy. And I was almost like I could see in the future. I was like, I don't want to be you in 20 years, dude. You know, great people. A lot of my friends are still doing it.
That'd be tough.
It's a tough job. It just was not for me. I was almost like getting miserable every year I was in it. You know, and I worked at the jail as well, so. You're basically locked down with those guys for 8 hours a day. You're basically going to jail for 8 hours a day. It just wasn't for me. It was a great career, great start. I was young when I did it, kind of kept me in check and kept me out of trouble. But I just couldn't do it anymore. So I decided to go into nutrition. I seen who ended up being my mentor, my coach. I wanted to do a few bodybuilding shows, and my buddy said, "Hey, go see this guy, Rick." And so I went and seen who ended up being my mentor, who taught me everything I knew. And so I sat in his office day one, and I was like, almost like what you, I was like, this is what you do for a living? This is great. Like,
so
he's helping me physically, mentally, right? Yeah, I was like, this is what I want to do. And I was sick of law enforcement at that point. So I said, I'll do anything it takes. Just, I was just like, I'll be here every day if you want. I'll clean toilets. I'll be the janitor. What could I do to get my foot in the door? And so he said, come shadow me. I was there every day, and I paid my dues for a year straight, just working 2 jobs with 1 paycheck.
Wow.
So it was awesome.
But, you're always, I feel like he has his hand in so many things. He's constantly learning. You don't just sit back. Like, you are always pushing yourself.
You have to always be striving for greatness.
And you're writing a book, am I right?
Yeah, I am writing a book. It was supposed to be done back in March. And COVID got me, I think. So, like, it got me.
COVID got us all.
Yeah, we all got the COVID blues,
Right.
And so I'm still writing a book. It's the title is probably going to be Eat Carbs, Lose Fat. Because there's no books out there like that. There's no book saying you can eat carbs and lose fat in the same day. And my book will show you how to do that.
And we're going to follow that because I want that book. And I think everyone should get that book because...
everything that's out there is all about low carbs, keto, still effective. And we'll jump into this maybe later, but you need carbohydrates to lose fat.
True.
Can you live without carbs?
I can't.
Most people can't. And so why ever cut them out? You might lose weight, but then you're going to go right back to eating carbs. Which means you're going to put more weight back on.
Right. And that's what I loved about your plan.
Yeah.
Like, it's this meal plan, and it's this plan that's actually, it works, and you don't feel like you're going to die.
I call it a lifestyle plan.
It's a lifestyle change.
It has to be. You cannot do these quick fixes, these 30-day challenges. What do we do on day 31? Like, just go back to our old ways. Like, challenges, 21-day challenge. What about day 22? Like, what are we doing after that, right? And so it has to be a lifestyle change. It can't just be a quick fix, and everyone wants that quick fix. They want results very fast. And a lot of times that comes with cutting out carbs, working out 3-4 hours a day. Like, it's just not realistic. You can't maintain that.
Okay, I have a question for you because I know there are so many people watching, and I have a lot of friends that go and get, like, these fad diets or I want to lose 10 pounds in a week. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's number one, it's not healthy for you. Number 2, it's not real life. You're not losing 10 pounds of fat. I should have brought, you remember that big pound of fat?
Yes, I wish you would have brought it. I love that thing. Next time you come.
I have a big pound of fat. It's like almost double this size. It's like 2 of these. This is what 1 pound of fat looks like. Like 2 of these. You can't lose 10 of these in 7 days.
And be healthy.
Like, your body won't metabolize actual fat. So if your goal is fat loss, you can only lose 1% of your fat. So if you're 200 pounds, you can lose 2 pounds of fat in a week. If you're 150, you can't lose 5 pounds of fat in a week. Your body won't metabolize all that. So if you're sitting there watching and saying, I'm 150, I want to lose 5 pounds in a week, you can't lose 5 pounds of fat. You can lose 5 pounds on the scale, but not fat loss.
I think that's what is most important to hear because, like, my friend's like, I lost 10 pounds by doing, I can't remember what, and I'm thinking, Mike would be so mad at you.
Am I just on your shoulder, like telling you, like, hey?
You are always, you're either on this shoulder or this shoulder, and it depends on the day.
Yeah. Either you're mad at me or you're
I'm
grateful
like,
for me. Yeah.
No.
Yep. Nah, so you can only lose 1% of your body fat every week. So always remember that. And that's what I preach to all my clients for the past 9 years. Whatever you weigh, you can lose up to if you're 150 pounds, you can lose 1.5 pounds of fat in a week. It's all about fat loss and not weight loss.
Okay.
Because if you're losing 5 pounds in a week and you weigh 150, where's the other 3.5 pounds coming from? Muscle, water, right? It's not fat loss. So it looks pretty on the scale, but it's not doing you any good. And it's just going to make you look more scubby, right? So
we don't want scubby.
We don't want scubbiness.
No scubby.
So remember, 1 to 2 pounds. If you really read actual studies of fat loss results, 1 to 2 pounds is the max you want to lose, right? Now, a client that's 400 pounds, she can lose 4 pounds of fat in a week, but my client that's 150 cannot do that. So always remember that. Whatever your weight is, you can lose up to 1% of your fat in 7 days. So 1 to 2 pounds of fat is realistic and it's healthy. So and don't cut out carbohydrates. Yeah, right. There's carbs that are bad, obviously, but it's all about healthy carbs, healthy balance.
Choices.
Eating 4, 5, 6 meals a day is usually really effective. And when you're eating 6 times a day, most people, when they're on a diet, they're starving themselves.
Yeah, it's like, I can have a shake in the morning, and then I have to wait till lunch, and then I have to wait till dinner. I was constantly eating. Yeah. I felt like, oh my gosh, it's time to eat again already? Right. Yeah. Like, it was crazy.
You didn't feel like you were dieting.
No.
Exactly. So if you're eating more frequently throughout the day, it's not only increasing your metabolic rate, but it's going to help you lose fat. Eating more frequently. And then we talk about thermogenic food combinations. Protein, carbs, fats in every meal. For the most part. You don't want carbs before bed, but you were eating right before bedtime.
I always ate before bed. And you know what I got? A sugar-free
pudding. You did get sugar pudding.
Like, that was like my little piece of heaven right before I went to bed. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's like 2 spoonfuls because it's not big enough, but it helps.
Hey, but it was chocolate.
Yeah. I have my clients on dark chocolate before bed, 1 or 2 squares of dark chocolate. So you can still live your life and be healthy. Here's the proof right here. You can live your life, be healthy, be successful. So it's possible. You got to make sure that you're eating every few hours, protein with every meal, having carbs the first 3 or 4 meals of the day. Because you're more active. A lot of people, what happens, the average American, they don't eat dinner till 7, 8 o'clock at night when they get home from work. And by that point, usually they've starved themselves all day. So they're super ravenous at night, and they're just craving the wrong carbs. So
well, you're putting anything and everything in your mouth.
Yeah. They go to Texas Roadhouse and get,
I can have 5 rolls because I haven't eaten all day, and that's going to balance everything out.
Exactly. And then after that, they're going home, sitting with the family, watching TV, and it's just sitting in their gut. So, you got to make sure that it's all about, calories do not matter. It's all about macros, right? 1,500 calories of McDonald's or 1,500 calories of healthy, low glycemic foods are 2 different worlds.
Amen to
they're both 1,500 calories. So
amen to that.
Stop counting calories. They mean nothing. It's all about what type of calories you're consuming throughout the day.
But don't you think, like, me personally, if I go have McDonald's versus the healthy food, I feel different. Absolutely. My body burns different. Yep. Like, even mentally, I feel different.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, I just think, I am telling you, nutrition plays a big role in mental.
If you're eating horrible every day and crappy food every day, and your body doesn't recognize it, like you don't feel sick, that's a problem. Once you start eating healthy in a few weeks, when you have that exact same meal, you feel horrible.
Yeah, you feel sick.
People are like, I eat this every day. How did I do that? It's because your body adapts. It knows it's getting in McDonald's every day and Beto's, right? So
I know. The gut bomb. Burrito, it's a gut bomb.
It's so tasteful at 2 a.m.
It's so good.
Why is Beto so good at 2 a.m.?
I don't know, because you can drive through and get it if you want it.
When I see people at Beto's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like, that's weird. But if you're there at 2 a.m., it's normal.
Then you're high-fiving.
Yeah.
Then you're high-fiving.
So if your body's recognizing bad food, that's a good sign. And most of my clients that are on a meal plan after a few weeks, it takes 21 days to break a habit. So once they're on the plan for about 3 weeks, they eat that same slice of pizza and they feel like garbage.
Yeah. I love
physically,
it.
They just feel it.
Which is so good. That means you're changing and you're growing. And
when you feel the repercussions of eating bad food, you don't want to eat that bad food anymore.
No.
Right? And so it's easy to eat healthy once you're on it for a few weeks.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 days to break a bad habit. So that's all it takes, 3 weeks.
And how long do you think? Okay, so 3 weeks to break a bad habit. Mm-hmm. How long Because I don't remember. Sorry. But how long until you
You're not a good student right now.
I'm the worst. I'm going to admit it. But how long until you see results? Like if someone's coming into you and they're like, okay, Mike, I need to change my life. When am I going to see a change?
Sure. Like physically, like in the mirror, is that
I
what you mean?
would say physically. Like mentally,
Yeah.
I felt it right away. I can tell you that. But physically, I can't remember.
Most clients within a month, I mean, you're going to see some type of change. I'm sure you've seen some type of change. Now it depends on also where you're coming from.
Right.
I just signed up a client yesterday that's 125 pounds. Like, she's not going to see crazy amounts of change being 125, right? You know, but if you're 350 pounds, you're going to see a lot of change quickly.
True.
So it's more about like where you're coming from, what place are you coming from, how much do you weigh to start off,
and maybe what you're looking to do. If maybe she wants to build muscle.
She does. She wants to do like a competition, right?
Cool.
So it really depends on where you're coming from, but you should see results in 4 weeks. I have clients that see results after 1 week. They're like, I'm down 3 or 4 pounds. I feel great, you know, and so. Mentally, they feel better than physically, and that's always a plus.
That is huge. I think that's almost more important.
Absolutely, it is. Like I said, if I can't fix your mindset, we're not doing our job. You know, so if I can't fix the way you think, you know, if you're just coming to see me for weight loss, and that's fine, but I'm just not like typing away on my keyboard. I'm kind of showing you why I'm doing what to kind of teach you, and that's very important to me. So you learn. So when I release you in the wild like a little butterfly. It's time to spread your own wings.
Can we fly?
Yeah. And sometimes I've done that and they just fall. And I'm like, oh, come back to me.
Come back. We need to just do a little bit longer.
Yeah. When I did that to you, you were just like, you just flew.
I did.
You just flew. I couldn't even see you anymore. Like, where'd you go? Yeah, you're up in the clouds. So, yeah.
Yeah, you guys, how do you not love him? Like, everyone needs to go to him. So tell us all about, like, give us your website. Give us your social media because I want people to come to you because I'm telling you, he changed my life. And at the end, I'll show you my picture one more time because physically he changed my life, but more importantly, mentally.
Mentally is way more important, yeah. Absolutely. And the process to come see me, kind of like with you, have you seen my new body fat machine? My InBody?
No.
It takes your full body fat? Oh, you got to come in and see it.
That was too long ago.
Yeah, that was long ago. I got a new machine. It's called InBody. Cool. For you, it's just upper body. I had skin calipers, and they would do your arms, your stomach, your back. This InBody machine does a full body fat reading, which is pretty cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and it says how much fat's in each arm, each leg, your trunk.
Can I just sneak in and do it sometime?
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to set something up.
Okay.
So yeah, you come into my office, I'll take your body fat. That's more important than weight loss. Even though I weigh you every week, that number means nothing. Right. I really care about how much fat you're losing. That's more importantly. So if you are just at home using the scale as a gauge, throw it out, number one, like we talked about, but come in and just anywhere. Go have your body fat taken somewhere. Go to Vasa, go somewhere. Come see me for body fat testing. This way you know how much fat you're actually losing. Also, if you're carrying a bunch of water weight, that's going to affect the scale. To lose water weight, you have to drink water. Some people, they don't understand that concept.
Right.
I'm like, so you're carrying water weight. No, I don't drink any water. That's why.
Your
body's holding on to the water weight that it has. So to release water weight, you got to drink more water. 100 ounces minimum. So you'll come to my office, I'll take your body fat, see where you're at, and then we'll establish a goal, which is huge. Like with you, when you first came in, I said, this is where you're at. This is how much fat you have. Here's point B where we're going to be, right? And how long the projection will take. And some people come to see me and they're like, I haven't been this weight since high school, and they're 40 years old. So they think it's going to be a 20-year, they're not going to get there for 20 years, right? It's like this long process. And when I say it's only 6 months away, for somewhere you haven't been since high school, that's motivating.
It's so motivating. I remember, like, okay, Scubby Tiff came in, and I was like, you're like, give yourself a year. And I'm like, 1 year is so long. But here's the crazy thing. You can sit on your couch for a year and be sad about your Scubby, or you can go see you and actually get results faster. If you stick with the plan, I remember, boom, like 6 months came along, and I'm like, oh my, I felt like a different person even at 6 months. And then it just continued. So
eating healthy, you know, is only going to better your situation. You know, if someone comes in and they're frustrated, like, I'm not really losing weight. I'm like, you eating this healthy is always going to be better for you than doing nothing.
Right. Overall health.
And so when you come in and say, hey, 1 through 10, how well do you think you've done? 10 being the best. Even if you were a 5 or a 6 is better than 0, which most people are at.
True.
Before they meet with me. So yeah, come in, have some accountability. I'll keep you in check. You need someone to kind of, you know, give you a hard time about you know where you're at and all that stuff. So
yes.
I still have my taser gun, so if someone gets out of line, I just give them a little zap.
I only got that a few times.
Yeah, a few times. But yeah, so my website is mikemanfre.com, just my name.com. And my Instagram is Mike Manfre _. Mike Manfre was taken, by the way.
Was it really?
Yeah.
By who?
And so I had to do the Mike Manfre _. A dude that's not even like a person, I don't think. He's just like, he had no posts. I was like, I messaged him like 5 times. Hey, I'll pay you for can I have your handle?
That's good.
Never got back to me. So it's Mike Manfre _ is my Instagram. So, I'm constantly posting, before and after photos of my clients, and go check out my Google reviews. Go to Mike Manfre in Google, and you'll see all the reviews that people are, talking about my program. You tried leaving a review one time.
I know.
Did you?
I struggled. You guys, I'm not tech smart. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I tried so many times to leave him a Google review. But you're going to get it on YouTube and on my podcast right now. He is the number one. He's the light of my life. You're
So
the light
cute.
of my life. Honestly, he changed my life. He can change your life. He does also calls. Like, if you're not in the state of Utah,
Yeah.
people can call in.
Yeah, I have over 50 online clients that I contact across the country. And it's usually one of my clients like, hey, my brother lives in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually one of my clients that their siblings or whoever lives out of state. And so, yeah, I do online as well. And we just do FaceTime phone calls. So there's no excuse at all to have a coach.
And reach out to me. I will give you his number. I can get you in contact with him because I think he'll change your life. So
You're
anyway,
amazing.
I love you. Thanks for being
You're amazing.
on my show. Yeah. You're the best. Everyone get a Mike Manfre in your life.
Right.
And remember, today, you are enough. Thank you for